Process work.
Close up.
Hey, busy. What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. We got some interesting stories for you today. Ben Jordan has released a new plugin. We have one of the biggest, if not the biggest, AI scam in history. And you won't believe it. You really won't believe it. As well as some other things. Let's get started. In our first story, we have Ben Jordan's new plugin, or a plugin he was the creative director for, named Voice Swap, which allows you to change your singing voice via AI. Everything's using AI these days. Yippee. It features a free VST plugin as well as the ability to train custom voice models. Apparently they're supported by everyone. Splice, UKF, blah, 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 blah. So it says you can transform your vocals to match the style of their chart-topping singers. I'm assuming the AI is ethically trained. And when they say chart-topping singers, it's their chart-topping singers, so it's not going to be anybody like Drake. I doubt they got the license to use Drake. Let's find out. We have a review from the alleged revenge pornographer Diplo, the alleged guy who is crazy on Twitter these days, but also, you know, an OG of dubstep. Then we got Nikhil Thorat. This is fire. Thank you for doing this. Respectfully. We got Beardy Man. So when you utilize the voice swap audio, you can share it on social media, but the subscription, you can use the AI voices of their session singers in your tracks and commercially, but you must not use our featured artist AI voices in your tracks without a license, which you can buy for the published fee by clicking the buy license button. This makes sense to me. This actually seems like a proper way to do AI. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are not happy with this because, hey, it's going to cost money. Well, you know, turns out when you use other people's work, it may cost money. Shocking. I know. Absolutely shocking. I know the people who are really into AI are going to be pissed off at this because they're used to getting all of this stuff for free or for very cheap. But anyways, the artists will usually respond within 48 hours and accept unless they have a moral or political issue with the content of your lyrics, which also makes sense to me because, you know, with AI, you can make a voice say anything, so it makes sense that it may require approval. You can also request a consultation to connect with an artist to discuss re-singing and other types of collaboration. So that's actually pretty cool. If you don't like the specific take that you get from it, you can actually have them retake it. There's also a stem swap feature that allows you to replace a voice on your track with one of their featured artists. So the audio is a legal property of the singers and it can't be released without their permission. Okay, so what I'm curious about is how much this actually costs for the licensing. I'm just gonna click on some random ones here to see what it costs. This guy looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan. 150 pounds for 10 seconds, 250 pounds for 60 seconds, etc. And it seems like the artist chooses the price, if I had to guess, because the prices they vary. It definitely seems like a more ethical way to do AI. It seems like something that everybody should be able to get behind unless you are, you know, just cheap, essentially. You know, like, I know people are like, oh, you know, it's not really stealing if I use, you know, it's trained on copyrighted material. It kind of is, you know, you're stealing their sound and you're doing it in a one-to-one, easy replicatable fashion, like a factory would, as opposed to like being like, I'm gonna play Wonderwall really shitty on my guitar. Yeah, that's completely different in my opinion. And I always hate when people use that argument. Well, you know, humans are trained on other people's music too. Yeah, not like that. Not like that. But this definitely seems like a more ethical way to do this. I'm not sure if the website's supposed to be like this or like if I found a bug here. But yeah, it doesn't seem too expensive, at least if you plan on actually releasing the track and having it do something, like go somewhere. Like if you're not willing to invest 100 pounds or $100 or whatever into your song, I don't know, you probably shouldn't be trying to hire a vocalist personally, because that seems pretty doable. If you guys are interested in me reviewing this though, let me know. I will go into the full thing here. I will try out the voice swap VST. I will try out the different voices. We can do a plugin, please. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments if you want that.
No other man loves you, girl.
Yeah, that sound effect there, a little, I don't know. If you're gonna do that sound effect, maybe turn it down a little bit. Also, maybe put some sort of visual to signal that sound effect happening, because it kind of was a little clunky.
No other man loves you, girl. The way that you change my world. Really do something
to me. The way that you move your body.
No, it's feeling like I'm
It's pretty impressive. Also, this guy can sing. That's impressive there.
treading water. Save me from drowning again. And I'm heading like a lamb to the slaughter.
I'm not gonna lie, this video edit is kind of generic. I don't know. Should have hired me. Is all I'm saying. or anybody else, really. I hope Ben didn't do it. Ben's gonna be like, "Aw." But yeah, if you think I should get busy working on that, let me know. Okay, this story is pretty interesting here. This guy may be the biggest fraud of all time. He is giving some people who I've said were frauds in the past a big run for their money. Big run for their stolen money. So he stole millions in royalties that should have been paid to musicians, songwriters, and other rights holders whose songs were legitimately streamed. So he basically used AI generated music and tried to pass it off as his own, which is not shocking. I'm pretty sure there's tons of people who've been doing this. So he made over 10 million of royalty payments from major streaming services through hundreds of thousands of AI generated songs. This guy was a one-man robotic factory. It's actually impressive. He did this quick too, man. This has only been around for a few years. He's already hundreds of thousands. So anyways, his name is Michael Smith, a supposed musician. I like how they just had to stick it to him there. A supposed musician, because he ain't shit. So he was using bot accounts apparently in order to run up streams on these fake songs. So everything about it was fake. So at a certain point in the charged time period, he used the bot accounts to generate approximately 661,000 streams per day, yielding annual royalties of $1.2 million. So he basically stole millions in royalties that would have gone to us. Not me, because I'm not making that much, but to us as a whole. What's funny is how long he got away with this. I don't know about you guys, but I've had songs taken down that I did not bot. So like this stuff's just happening, and for I don't know for how long, but I'm getting songs taken down that I didn't bot like a year ago. But what's interesting about this is the FBI actually worked on this case. I didn't know FBI was into this sort of thing, but he was charged with wire fraud and money laundering, and he could face up to 60 years in prison. So he basically had thousands of email accounts through bulk account vendors, signing up to streaming services such as Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. So he worked as the CEO of an unnamed AI music company. I have a feeling I might know who it is. I don't want to say, allegedly. He constructed a scheme where he paid them 15% of everything in order for thousands of AI generated songs. People generating these songs are probably having their songs stolen, I'm guessing, and then used for this. Either that or they're just making a bunch behind the scenes. So he made over 12 million in royalties from over 4 billion streams. That's absolutely insane. Might be putting Drake's numbers to shame there. Yeah, move out of the way, Taylor Swift. The music distribution company he used to get a whiff that something fishy was going on, they're like, it's kind of weird. This guy's uploading thousands of songs a day. He's really on his grind. When an unnamed streaming service threatened to take the music down, Smith denied it, saying, "You've slandered me to my distributors claiming that I've had fraudulent streams. I'm asking you to provide me with the documentation of what you feel was done artificially." They're just like, all of it. All of it was done artificially. Are you serious? Yeah, essentially, he was taking money away from us, the other musicians out there. So basically, this diverts royalties that would have gone to us, to him. So fuck this guy, essentially. That's the long story short, fuck this guy. In our next story, we have SYNTHMASTER 3. It is out now. If you guys haven't figured out, I am cutting through this one a little quick today. We're not going to be doing the news. Okay, SYNTHMASTER 3 is finally out. I remember it was in beta for quite some time. I don't remember how long exactly, but it's $125 for the intro price. Upgrade, you can see it all on the screen here. So it's an all-around modular software synth. It has different synthesis methods, including V-analog, additive, vector, wavetable, granular, phase modulation, phase distortion, frequency modulation, pulse width modulation, ring modulation, physical modding, and SFZ sample playback. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. 800 factory presets. Each instance can have up to 16 layers. Pretty good stuff. There's a demo version. Only problem is that the demo stops working after 30 minutes. It emits noise every minute. So, watch your ears, obviously. Let's hear what it sounds like, though. Doesn't sound bad. Doesn't sound amazing either, but it's definitely more on the decent side. That's nice. Is this a pursuit of happiness here? Aphex Twin, okay. Okay guys, I'm a little bit late to this one. Ghost from EXACOUSTICS. It looks a bit like Vital, obviously. It is a pretty nice looking UI, I will say. It's very sleek and sexy. I want to get in on that. I like how it's got like a nice little glow. I'm just gooning out to this thing. I like how it's got the nice little glow to like the lines in it. Pretty sexy stuff. This seems like the kind of thing you can operate while you're high and really enjoy it. On the downside though, it is $200 freaking dollars. But there is a demo. Dazzle your friends with your mad EQ skills. So it looks like it has a pretty complex EQ here. At the very least, the UI does look at its big and helpful displays. I really like what they're doing here with this. So you can reorder the effects, automate parameters for maximum profits. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this website here. So you have multiple instances of the same effects. I'm kind of more interested in the actual synthesis. So since it's got FM synthesis here, they're kind of jumping into the effects pretty quickly here. There's not a lot of information on it, really. Keep adding filters and distortions. Win the loudness wars. Well, that's pretty important. So yeah, I'm interested in that. Keep adding even more distortions. Make your ears bleed. Say less. Say less, okay? You've sold me on this here, sir. You got a deal. How much do you want for it? How much do you want for it? $2.99? $1.99? I don't care. I'll give you $2.99. It does seem like they're not getting a lot of information about the synthesis. All it says is much of FM synthesis. I will say this UI is goddamn beautiful though. Like, oh, ooh, just look at that. Sorry, I couldn't control myself there. Okay guys, that is it for this episode of WNN, your source of the music and music production. Thank you for watching until the end. I appreciate it as always. Press the like button if you like the video. It's a great way to show support and a great way to make sure I stay alive. I need likes to stay alive. So please, every like adds 10 minutes to my lifespan. So please, for the love of God, hit the like button. That's why I upload so often. I have to do it in order to stay alive. Help, goddammit. They have me locked up here. I don't like it. I don't even like making these videos. I'm just trying to be funny in order to get likes, like Stay Alive Vlogger. Subscribe if you're new here. I post content like this almost every single day. If you want to support the channel and you like what I do here, consider checking out my second channel, joining my Patreon, or becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content, outtakes, and other goodies. I'll see you guys next time.